everybody.
Hi, everybody.
Welcome to the World of Katrina, and today we are having a daddy-daughter Q&A.
That's right.
You excited?
I'm excited.
Okay. World of Katrina. So I'm on vacation. I'm in DC, visiting my dad, my aunts, my grandma, my great-grandma, family. And while I was here, I asked my dad, would he mind us doing like a daddy-daughter Q&A for my YouTube channel? So the reason why I wanted to do it is because this year alone, ever since I turned 28, a lot of my relationships have they've shifted. A lot of my relationships have shifted. So that's with family, that's with friends, whatever the case may be. And my relationship with my dad is much better. So long story short, I didn't grow up with my dad in the house. And it's a lot of things that people say are not important when you don't grow up with your father in the house. They say, oh, it don't matter, your mom can do this, all this other stuff. But at the same time, even when you have certain role models in your life, in my opinion, you will always need your dad. There will be certain things that other people who take those spaces for you, they can never fill the space of your own father. So our relationship is much better, and the shift for me, this was a long time ago. I don't even remember how long ago it was, but I basically was up here visiting, and my dad came and got me from my grandma's house, and we went to the bowling alley. And when we went to the bowling alley, he pulled me to the side, and he was just basically saying, I know I've made a lot of mistakes. I know that there are a lot of things that I could have done differently. If you give me the chance from here on out, I'll do what I can to be a better father to you. And initially in the conversation, it was, kind of like blah, blah, blah to me. Because at this point, I probably was like maybe 13 or 14. Mm-hmm. But it didn't really sink into me, because at that time in my life, 13 and 14, it was as if you haven't been here, so what can you necessarily do for me at this moment when I'm 13, 14 years old? It's like you've missed so much that at that time in my life, it wasn't important for him to even be around. So I kind of blocked it off, and I kind of just wasn't really concerned about it. But now that I'm an adult, our relationship has shifted. We have a different relationship, and it's all about restoration and all about what you're willing to give someone and what you're willing to allow someone to be in your life. So I'm making this video because I want to do something with my dad, and I want to also give someone else the opportunity who possibly had the same issues. You didn't have your dad in your life, but now you're having a different opportunity where you can restore that relationship with your dad. And for me, it's important because this is my only parent I have left. You get what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, I miss my mom. It's a lot of things that I wish I could do with my mother. But at the end of the day, when my life shifts and my life changes and I have a family of my own, I need to have a relationship with my dad so that my kids can be able to have a relationship with him. Because I think a lot of people miss the point of, oh, he can be around his grandkids, but I don't want him to be around me. But kids sense that. They understand the nature of relationships. They understand the nature of atmosphere and how you present things or how you act towards a person. So for me, for my new life, whenever that may be, it's important to me. So you got something you want to say?
The time that we excuse me. It was a hard time for me trying to identify who I was. A lot of us men we go through a lot, and we run from things that are very important in our lives. And I was running at the time. While I was running, I was changing other people's lives. My daughter's life for once. Not being there is no excuse for that. But forgiveness, to have someone forgive you and take you back in and give you a second chance, that's rare. So every opportunity I get to spend with her, it means everything to me. And I just thank her for just giving me the opportunity to be a part of her life again. And just to share with her. And it's like we never missed a beat. We have additional family members. They're my family. my daughter who's holding the camera now, and my sons. And I think it's important that we all get second chances. Imagine if God didn't give us second chances. I just thank God for the opportunity to even be here and to share with this beautiful woman. Yes, she's gonna be drama, but she is my baby, and her mother was a big part of my life. But in that relationship, her mother did nothing wrong. It was more so on me being and I can't blame it on youth. I blame it on just being me. I chose the road, but I thank God that He put me back on the road and the path to be with her and to share her experiences and be there with her when she cries or when she walks down the aisle. That's the biggest thing in my life, to see my baby marry the right man. And for who gives this woman to say those words, I do. That's an honor. And any chance I get for her to come up here, like tonight, she has to leave. It's going to be hard to let her go. Deuces.
ATL.
ATL. ATL. But as we go further into this video, I thought it was important that I tell my story to the men out there. You can come back down the right road. You can travel back. You can have a relationship with your children. Don't run. It gets worse when you run. Face it. That's all I have to say.
Okay, so now I'm going to ask him some questions.
You ain't supposed to tap the table because
Oh,
my thing.
okay, sorry. Ooh, excuse me.
Excuse me.
So, yeah, I'm just on a new journey, just really just redefining myself and redefining my personal life, redefining my spiritual life, and all the things that are connected to what's going to make me a better person. So, my best friend, Renita, it's my baby. She bought me this for my birthday. Oh my gosh. She bought me this for my birthday. This is a passion planner. I'm also going to do a review on this as well. But this is my passion planner, and I have been organizing my life much more with this passion planner. This is like the bomb. I'm going to save it for my review for the passion planner. And right now, I'm also reading this book called The 4 Agreements. And it's really giving me a new perspective as to how I need to reevaluate how I do things, when I'm going to do things, and what's going to be best for me. You know, not what no one else wants from me, not me trying to please anyone in my family, but just me as a woman, me as a human being, me in my own self-identity. So, we've been having conversations. I be asking my dad all these type of questions about my mom. I be asking him all type of questions about stuff he used to do, because he used to be a thot. And, but, let's see. What can I ask you first? How did you meet my mom?
I met your mom in Fort Eustis, Virginia.
Where?
Fort Eustis, Virginia. For you guys who don't know where that is, that's in Newport News. It's an Army installation. I had just got assigned there, and I was a cook at the time. And I was in the chow hall on the line serving omelets that morning. Now, it's funny, that morning, I didn't want to be on the omelet line. I fought it. And Sarah said, you get on the line today. So as soon as I got on the line, I was just, what kind of egg you want? And we had like 100 people in line. Come on, dude, what you want? And then I saw this light coming down. And you might think it's corny, but I saw this vision. And she walked up and she had Kennedy on her name tag. And I already seen the name tag, but she is such a direct person. I said, what's your name? She said, I said, oh, so you want me to read it? You want to see if I can read? Kennedy. I said, what kind of egg you want? She said, can I have an egg with, do you mind putting to me? I put anything you want.
Oh my God.
Anything. And her boyfriend was in line with her at that day. And it just so happened that she just changed my life that day, just seeing her. It brought a smile to me. And I asked her name, and she just did like this. In other words, you need to read my name. And don't you see me? I'm with my boyfriend. Oh, I'm not a psychic, so I didn't know that was your man. So he comes in the line right behind her. Do you think you can get my egg now? You see I'm getting her egg? What you want, sweetheart? Can you make this special omelet for me? I said, anything for you. And I made her omelet, and he got in line. He was like, can you make my omelet now? We only got cheese. We don't have anything left. Really? And from that point on, every day I saw her, I made sure I had a special omelet ready for her. And I would ask her, have you left him yet? Because he's not right for you. I'm the one.
How did you know that?
I just knew it.
He could have been my daddy.
Anyway.
He got mad.
Anyway.
He got mad.
Anyway, you ever been in the same room with a person and you just feel like you're the only two there? With Tracy, that's how it was. Every day that I was with her, it didn't matter who was around. She was my focus. She was my attention. Eventually, she left this guy, and me and her got together. And thus, Katrina was born.
Okay. What did you want to name me?
Really?
Yes. What did you want to name me when I was born?
Now, people, when you look at this video, I want you to vote on this because I think this was a good name. I picked Katrina.
Please say the rest.
Katrina Octavia Allen. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
That name is so ghetto. Thank God.
You're a racist.
How am I racist? That's a black name. That's black people name. And you don't see no white person walking around with the name Octavia.
But you're not white.
But how are you calling me a racist?
Anyway.
Octavia is a hot mess.
I thought this was my moment. Anyway. We were talking about the name and the origin of the name. I picked that name. Her mother wanted Katrina Charmaine Allen. Now, I thought it was cute because it was an honor to me since we were having a female child. She couldn't name him Charles. So she wanted to implement Charles into her name by spelling Charmaine with C-H-A-R. Am I correct? Mm-hmm. So really, she really got my name put into that. So I couldn't argue with her. I never argued with her about anything. If she wanted her way, she had it. That's just point blank. Whatever she wanted, she got it.
So happy my name not Octavia. That don't even sound
I
right.
regret it, Charmaine.
Oh, okay.
Okay, can we move on with the interview?
Let's see. What's your favorite song right now?
Make it last forever.
Your favorite song right now?
Oh, don't do that.
What's your favorite song right now?
Red Bone.
Oh my gosh. Do you want to sing some of that song? Oh my gosh.
But you want to know what my second best song is?
What?
You got to ask the question.
I'm sorry. What's your second favorite song?
Make It Last Forever by Keith Sweat. That song came out in 1987.
I wasn't even born.
That's why you were born.
Oh. Oh my God! Why would you say that? That's so nasty.
No, it's not. We're not going to edit that.
That's nasty. Don't say that no more. That's nasty. Do you have any words for anyone? Like anything that you think is important, or any tips, or anything that you're still learning about yourself? You know what? One thing I have learned about myself, which is so crazy.
What?
Even though I did not grow up with you, like we didn't grow up in the same house, I still.
Oh wow! Yeah.
I understand more things about, like, being around you more and talking to you more. I understand more things about myself that I guess I thought I naturally created these things on my own, but I understand a lot of things about myself. Like a lot of people that really know me will say, like, Katrina, you're a busybody. Like.
Really?
People make comments and say, like, I'm a Jamaican, because I really am, like, I'm about my money, like. But for me, it's like, as soon as I get in the house, you get what I'm saying? Like, as soon as I get in the house, it's nothing. oh my gosh. As soon as I get in the house, like I immediately go into like
Cleanup mode.
I go into like I gotta get ready for the next day mode. Like my mind is so holistic when it comes to like stuff that I want to do for myself or stuff that I have to do within the house. Like as soon as I get in the house, like this could be like somewhere I'll be like, oh, this go right here. Like
it gotta be in order.
It gotta be in order. I'm moving stuff. But what's crazy is it's like my dad does the same exact thing. Like I had to tell him, yes you do. Yes you do. Yes you do. I had to tell him to sit down almost 3 times today because as soon as we got in the house, we were supposed to go to a swimming pool today. That didn't work out. But soon as we got in the house, y'all, I kid you not, we wasn't even in the house for 5 seconds. He started wiping tables, then sit. Like I had to tell him to sit down, but it's like I noticed that about myself. You get what I'm saying? I noticed like in my relationships, like men that I'm with, like I look for a very not necessarily a dominant man, but a man that can lead. You know, a man that can have an understanding for what family is, or have an understanding for, you know, at least for what he wants. I'm not expecting anybody perfect. Like by all means, my dad is not perfect. I'm perfect, but my dad's not perfect.
Hold on, let's back that up. We're gonna edit that.
I'm not, you know, I am, but he is not. You know what I'm saying? But what I'm saying is, I oftentimes like my relationships with men. I meet a lot of men who have great potential. You get what I'm saying? But I always meet them in the phase of the figuring out phase.
Going through?
Not necessarily going through, but I always meet them in a stage where they're actually finding themselves and they're figuring out. And I feel like that's where you were at one phase in life.
And that's so.
But what I'm saying is, even though I didn't grow up with you, or even though I didn't see you on a daily basis and know your habits, those same things are like in me. Like they are part of my DNA. Like they are a part of who I am. They're a part of, without me even knowing or without me even understanding certain mannerisms that I have and certain things that I do unknowingly. You know what I'm saying? Like so I feel like work ethic.
Oh yeah.
Work ethic, I feel like I get that from you. I feel like I get not addressing things. Like when I'm in a very emotional state, or if I feel some type of way, I feel like it takes me a minute to kind of, like I have to regather my thoughts. And my new thing is, once I process my thoughts, then I will go back and have a conversation with the person. But me immediately speaking in the moment is never good. Like,
no.
You know, I don't want to say the wrong thing, or I don't want to tarnish a relationship that doesn't need anything that can be broken because of something that I said. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. So what else do I feel like? I feel like we look alike.
You think so?
Yeah, I feel like I look more like mommy, but I feel like I have a lot of your features. Like our nose, like bring your face like to mine. Like our noses kind of look alike. You don't think so? Our noses look alike. No? Cheeks. Oh my God, our cheeks. Yo, like your cheeks. Like, see how high your cheeks are? Like, I can't, like your cheeks, like mine are bigger, but your cheeks look wrong. No? Cheeks. I'm not tall like you. I feel like I get body frame from like
you're the
mom's
same
side.
height as your mom.
Yeah. I feel like I'm more like body wise.
I think your mom was like 5'7".
I'm like 5'6", so
yeah,
5'7" when I got on my heels, but 5'7" when I got on my heels. What else? What else do you feel like? Do you think that?
I really agree, but when I see you growing up as the beautiful young woman you're becoming, because God has a lot more to do with you, I see your mother in you. I see the no nonsense tolerance level that you have, and you're not going to settle. And your mother was just that type of person, but your mother was also a giving person, to the extent where you're not going to take too much from me, and I'm not going to be your fool.
Right.
But I'm going to let you know I'm going to give you 100% of me until you show me something different.
Yep, that's me all day.
And one thing about her, she didn't want to tell. She wanted a leader. She wanted somebody that could. Let's put this the right way. Men, you need to understand this. you are really the leaders of your household. And women are not expecting you to be sitting there while they tell you what to do.
Right.
They don't want somebody who's going to be a follower, because if something goes wrong with the house, they want to know that you can handle it.
Mm-hmm.
And her mom was that way, and Katrina's the same way. So whoever God blesses you with, wait on him to deliver the right man to you. I know you're searching, but just wait.
Searching for what?
Be quiet. One day you are going to find that person in the omelet line.
In the omelet line.
Like when I was in the egg line, when I explained how I met your mom,
Mm-hmm.
you're going to have that light that comes on and say, that's the one. You're going to have that light one day. It's going to come on and you're going to know that's the person. Just be patient. The light's going to come. But right now you got to make sure you heal yourself and love yourself so that you can get that love to that person coming.
Yeah. I do believe that, and I do believe that the song He's Intentional.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I really love that song. Like, I can listen to that song like back to back to back to back, because like when I really think about the process and the itty bitty minor details that God has put in place just for healing in general, just for things that he's put in line for, just for me personally, you know what I'm saying? I understand now. I didn't understand then. Like, you didn't think like, oh, I'm going to lose my mom at 10. And you know what I'm saying? Like, the first time you see your dad is at your mom's funeral. And then you're expecting like this person to be like this superhero. And when that person doesn't become that person, you know, you just become very resentful. And you just come to a place where it's like a lot of things don't necessarily matter. And to me, at 10 years old, it didn't matter to me if I had my dad in my life or not. I had so many people in my life that one little moment for me, you coming back around wasn't going to change or make things better for me, because I had never seen that from you. So it didn't spark anything with me. It didn't do anything. It just put me in a place where I just couldn't stand you, you know. But I'm really happy, you know, and I'm really getting to a place where I understand God's purpose for me in a whole different light, you know. And I'm hoping that this video will help someone else who, whatever the situation may be, whatever the case may be, whatever hurt, whatever, you know, I'm hoping that on this Father's Day that you can honestly come to a new light and give someone another chance and restore your relationships with people, because you'll be surprised things that you don't think that matter to you, when you make them become, you know, important to you and you make those things matter to you, how other things will become eye-opening for you, how your relationships, you know, things like that. So for Father's Day, I want to tell you that I love you and I am happy that you're my dad. So I'm going to give you your Father's Day gift so you can see it early. Make sure it's not upside down. There you go. Happy Father's Day. And it says, I love that you're my dad.
Y'all need to see this.
Just got it.
I'm just letting y'all know that if you stay the course, God didn't promise the road would be easy, but he said he would never leave or forsake you. And if you just believe in him and you believe that with all your heart that you can mend the relationship, look what God can do. We got a lot of work to do.
Oh my gosh.
You're so childish.
I
bro.
mean, I'm just trying. This the purpose of this, what I got on. Like,
Lord Jesus, Steve.
And try to stop bouncing the table, please.
yeah. Because you're going to make the video shake.
Yeah,
And stop looking so serious.
It's
Listen
the
up.
military side.
Okay, you need to bring it on back. Bring it on back. Bring it on back. Bring it on back. Bring it on back.
Okay, man, come on,
Bring it
y'all.
on back. Bring it on back. Bring it on back. Bring it on
All
back.
right, open the door.
She said, okay. I was like, okay.
Y'all don't mind if she come over? Right?
No.
She's bringing my God, baby.
No.
I think this is really nice, Trina.
I'm so excited.
But I want this to
Y'all
help.
almost done anyway.
But
Yeah,
I
we
wanted
almost
to
done.
help some other man, and
I think it will.
I really want to emphasize.
I should have
when
took
we
my
did that.
glasses off.
Yeah, you should have. But it
No,
still
that's
looks-
all right.
it
That's
still
all right.
looks
I
good,
like
though.
the glasses. You can take
But
it off
it
now.
looks better with my
Come
glasses.
on for the baby coming because she see me, she's gonna start yelling.
I should have took my glasses off. Look.
Let's wait until they get in, so we can say hey and stuff.
Look, I should have took my glasses off. Cause it's now it's not a glare, like eyes popping.
And she getting the baby out.
Mm-hmm.
I think this is important. Like with me and you, we have to get our relationship.
And I'm gonna release it on Father's Day.
You understand that, right? But this is what Trina's been telling me. You need to call them more often, Daddy. Because
Dang, jack that up.
It's okay.
Um,
Edit, remember?
you know what I'm saying? That's what this for.
Rolling.
Okay.
So just start.